welcome to the fourth and final week of November, rushing ahead, 2024 Coffee and Card with me, Linda from Linda's Papercraft. And this is the card we're making today. And I did wonder what these little circles were for. If you see this die, these are the dies we're using today. So there's 5 little circles, and they are the little buds to go on the end of these. Now I did have a second ago, I don't know if I've done it. I did it first with red, and then I realised that this is probably more a mistletoe leaf than a holly leaf, so I thought I'd do it with white, and I think that looks really good. You could also do it with very vanilla, because mistletoe berries are not quite white, they are slightly off-white, so that's what we're using today. Right, so let's get started. I have very itchy nose today. Right, so in your kit, you have all the stuff you need, and my notebook with my instructions has disappeared off the face of the earth because I've been tidying up. Awkward, I have to measure it. Right, so this is Cajun Craze, which I've done for the twig, and you've got some basic white for your lantern, and you can cut your little dots out of there as well. I've cut a couple of circles for you using the Spotlight on Nature dies. So if you don't have the kit, that's about 7 centimetres in diameter to go behind, and that's in the greenery vellum. And this one is just about 4.3 centimetres in diameter, and that's for your sentiment. Okay, green for your leaves, and then basic white to go on the inside, which looks like, and it is 9.8 by 14.2. My new favourite size. Piece of the designer series paper from the same one we've been using all month, and then your envelope and your card base. Okay, so this is also 9.8 by 14.2, so I'm going to cut that now and then it's done. So, 9.8. You've got some spare to play with by 14.2, which is just there. And even I'm not going to keep that piece. It's too small even for nursery. And the paper we'll be using this month is Iconic Celebrations. I've really struck, I love this with the dove. There's all sorts of different Christmassy and autumn patterns in this one. So, there we go. Right, okay, and the inks we're using are Mossy Meadow. I've used Mossy Meadow on the front. Actually, no, that is. I was thinking it was Old Olive, but it's not. That's Mossy Meadow as well. And then obviously our Memento Black, and this is Moody Mauve, which we love. Moody Mauve. So we've got the Mossy Meadow out. Didn't have that out before. Right, okay, so we'll start with, I think we'll start with the lantern, and then we've got somewhere to put these tiny pieces when they're done. So I'm just going to get my stamp and my Memento Black. Oh, this is a new one. It's not frayed at all, and it's lovely and black. I'm going to put that down towards the bottom so that there's room to cut out your 10 little berries. Okay, yep, that is a new pad. I normally date them. Okay, and then I'm going to stamp our candle in Moody Mauve, which is here. And again, I'm going to use a post-it note to cover up the base. This is a bit easier than the other one because the base is actually flat rather than slightly curved. There we go. Just stamp that. trying to get it straight. There we go, nearly straight. And I'm going to colour in my flame using dark daffodil delight. There we go, so that's our lantern done. So let's die cut it out. So I've got the die here. I shall get my little machine. Treated it to some new plates. Believe it or not, it has done a few classes since it got its new plates. And I am going to use a piece of Craft Perfect die tape, which I got off Amazon. I just find it doesn't leave the same residue that washi tape leaves on your plates. If you're using washi tape occasionally, it's fine, but because I do obviously a lot of classes, in-person classes in sale, a lot of people use these die machines, and sometimes after using a lot of washi tape I was getting very sticky plates and I couldn't understand why. And then I realised it was the washi tape leaving residue. So now I use this Craft Perfect die tape, which it just works really well and just holds it in place. Okay, so while you've got your machine out, it's well worth doing this. So you need to cut, I've already cut mine, 2 of the bigger leaves, 2 of the twigs, I suppose, and 2 of the sets of dots, so that we can do the decoration on the bottom of the lantern. Click, click. Right, let's just check. Are we still straight-ish? We are. I think the camera's slightly sloping down to the left. I do have a spirit level, but sometimes it's too much hassle. So you can see you've got plenty of space there to cut out your 2 lots of berries. So that over there. I shall get, so I've put this in a Jingle Bell trinkets box. These empty boxes are really useful for all sorts of things, but I thought these are so tiny I'm going to use them. And I am grabbing one of my silicone mats. So that I can do my sticking. So I found the best way to do it. I have got some white silicone that I just happen to have, so you'll be able to just see it's a bit better on the white. Okay, and then, so if we take, it's alive. Okay, so I'm just going to get my needle glue and just pop some little dots of glue along here, so just tiny weeny, particularly concentrate on the ends. There we go. So that's 1, and that just goes on your leaf and lines up with the buds on the leaf die. So let's get them, line them up. And then you can just see, perfect. How cute is that? And then we'll do the same with the other one. These 2 pieces. They are fiddly, but I think it's worth it because it looks really well. Okay. So the same again, I'm going to pop some dots of glue, particularly on the ends And again, so I'll turn that over, line it up with a couple of the buds. There we are. Just a little bit of seepage, so it's sticking to me. Okay. There we go. And now I'm just going to do the berries. So I'll do one at a time, or one sprig at a time. So again, we're going back in with the glue, little dots on the berries. And with wet glue, it does give you a few seconds just to twiddle about a bit, and then I do suggest you use your tweezers for this. I can't even pick them up with my tweezers. Come on. It's alive. And just pop a little berry on the end of each twig. How effective is that? Somebody at Stampin' Up has really thought about this die. Okay, so let's just pop you over there and do the other one. Glue, glue, glue. So you'll also notice that the circle behind the lantern is vellum, and you've got to be careful when you're gluing with vellum because it's not very kind. You can usually see glue behind it, so you need to work out where you're going to put the glue. Also, if you use too much wet glue, it warps. It doesn't like getting too wet, but gives such a beautiful effect. And this one is actually a patterned. I think there's 3 different designs. 2 of them are leafy, and then this pattern design is the 3rd one. Oops. Stuck to the old tweezers there. Come on, come on, come on. You can do it. Ooh. There we go. So, how cute are they? So just put those to one side to dry while we do everything else. So you can see if I put it on the grey, which I think, yeah, it's grey granite, you can see there's a design on the vellum. Okay, right, so I'll do my last bit of stamping while I'm waiting for those to dry. So I'm just going to do my insert, and I'm going to use the Wishing You Peace, Joy and Light, which I've used in all of the cards. Obviously, if you've got a favourite inside sentiment you want to use, feel free. There we go. That's my cloth. This inside. So again, just a very fine bead of glue. This is very good glue. It's all a bit gunged up, sorry, excuse me. Go away, go away, go away. Oops. And now it's flooding out because it's been upside down. There we are. Just going to put my bone folder across that. There we go, and it's not opening. I'm putting the pattern paper on the front, like both sides. I mean, all this paper has been really lovely. So I was a bit loath to buy it because it's 6 by 6, and I do prefer 12 by 12. Again, because I do classes, and 12 by 12 works so much better for classes. But they are beautiful, the designs in this. So I'm glad I got it. Okay, so just sticking that on the front there. So now I actually put the lantern on dimensionals first. I was thinking, what's that? It's the colouring. Okay, so let's pop these on here. Close the ink. Oh look, I found it. This is the one I did with the red berries, and as you can see, it's not as, I don't think it looks as nice. Look, it's staying on my finger. So that's why I went with the white. Okay, so we're going to pop the backs off the dimensionals and stick it to the circle. I'm going to pop it on here so you can see the circle better. And I just popped it on so that the top of the lantern was just inside the cutouts. These circles are from Spotlight on Nature. I think I've already said that. If I have, sorry, but I'm saying it again. And then we're just going to add these. So again, we need the glue. I'm going to stick with my pin glue for now. And this one is going to go that way. So I need glue on this leaf. And that sort of there. Okay, and I'm going to do it just over the middle and then up. Could probably put some glue on that leaf as well. Okay, and then this one is going to come across this way. Okay, so again, that leaf and a little bit on the bottom of, oops, a little bit on the bottom of the other one. So, a bit there, a little bit. And the glue is very strong, so it will hold. Okay, so don't disappear. There we go. Okay. How gorgeous is that? Looks really cute. If you bothered where they overlap, you could always put a bow there. It doesn't bother me, which is why I haven't. And so here we have on the back. So I'm going to use some tear and tape to actually hold this in place. If I can find my tear and tape, I've got some here. Just got to find the end. Here we go. Right, so just a couple of little pieces. Just behind the lantern so you can't see, because if you put it on this part of the circle you will be able to see the tape and you don't want that. Okay, then we get the pokey tool. So, right. Hopefully I am. Oops. Between the tape and the vellum. Oops. Just pressing that down a bit more and then go in again. Nope, still getting the tape and the backing paper. That first one lulled me into a false sense of security because that one worked really well. There we go, we're through. Okay. Now, tear and tape, there's no leeway. Once it's down, it's down. So hover when you're happy that you largely that your lantern's straight. There we go. And squish that down. There we go. And then I just need to stamp our sentiment on the remaining circle. And then we're done. So a nice simple card to finish with. And Again, this is just going to go down flat so I can use glue. So I hope you've enjoyed this. I'd love to see your makes. Any comments below are more than welcome. Okay, and if you want any more information about the classes I do in sale, just let me know and I will send you the details. You can always look on my website, which is lindaspapercraft.co.uk. Right, so there we go. So that's our final card in this series. And next month, December, so I thought it was too late to be doing Christmas cards, so I am doing, if I can find it, this one, Under the Moon. So it's a lovely photopolymer set that you can line up through the stamp. I'm looking forward to seeing what effects we can come up with this. It looks really nice. So I shall see you next month. Take care. Bye.